You've got a friend.
What is a friend? If you look up the word friend in a dictionary, you will find definitions such as a favored companion or one attached to another. Most everyone has their group of friends that they grew up with, and I can certainly say the same. Some of my fondest memories are with my 10 best friends. I did everything with these girls. We did all the things that typical friends do. We had sleepovers, we gossiped, we sat together at lunch, we talked on the phone, borrowed each other's clothes, went shopping together. The list goes on and on. But what I shared with these 10 girls was much more than that. We laughed together, we cried together, we got in fights, and yet we always made up. The 10 of us are each very different, yet we somehow always meshed together perfectly. Looking back on my high school years, I realize how much I took my best friends for granted. We were always counting down the days. Days until Christmas break, days until summer, days until senior year, and finally, days until graduation. We were always rushing towards the next landmark in time, always wishing the days away. What we didn't realize is that we were really counting down the days we had left together. I knew it would be hard when we all had to part ways for college, but I never could have anticipated how much I would truly miss them. The 10 of us would go off to attend 8 different schools across 5 states, really testing our friendships. Our sleepovers were soon to become Skype sessions. Our shopping trips would become text messages and voicemails, and as the time passed, I would hear from them less and less. Even though I was attending a university with thousands of other students, I've never felt so lonely. I made a lot of great new friends, but nothing would ever compare to my 10 best friends. For the first few months of school, I found myself feeling alone and sad a lot of the time. I missed home, I missed my parents and my dogs, and being surrounded by familiar things. But the thing I missed the most were my best friends. They all seemed like they were having so much fun in college and meeting so many people. I began to wonder if they missed me as much as I missed them. I worried that things would never be the same, and maybe I should move on. But all of my fears subsided when I returned home for Thanksgiving break. The 10 of us all met up for dinner and a sleepover, and I realized nothing had changed. We found that we were all going through the same thing. We had the same worries and the same fears. We spent the night laughing about old memories and laughing at the stories from college that we had to share. Just spending time with them again felt so good, and I realized that our friendship was more than just going to the same high school or hanging out at the same places. No amount of distance could come in between us, and even though things would never be the same as they were in high school, we would always take a part of each other with us wherever we went. These are my 10 best friends, and they will be my best friends through anything. I truly don't know what I would do without them.
You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old past said. Boy, you got a friend in me.